Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a golden eagle. I did a eagle before. This one's just slightly different. It's a different type of eagle, that's all. So it's a head, not the full body. If you'd like to see full body, I'll try and do it. Let me know in the comments. But I think portraits are kind of cool, so especially on eagles, because their eyes and their beaks is kind of the coolest thing about them. So let's go. I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast, right? So we start with his eye. So center point of my page about here, come up over to the left. Eye, we're up in the top left hand corner, right? And then we're gonna go up and down, right? So kind of curve, line up and comes down the back. And then this will come down around here. So he's looking off to the left, right? So he's looking off this way. So the point of his eye is back here and the front is round, okay? So then his iris, curved line just here, like so. You can thicken this up a little bit. Make it a bit dark. And then his pupil, an oval. Just there. And some here. So can't see much in the way of the other side of his eye. Might be able to see like a little line coming around here. Like some of the lens, you know, you can like see inside. Maybe some lines just going in. Right, something like that. Right, so then he's got like some extra sort of lines coming around his eye, right? So we got like sort of this furry kind of texture line just for his grey sort of skin or grey feather that comes around the bottom. So a line goes in there. And this will go up and it'll go underneath his sort of frown that he has, right? There could be some lines just in the back of his eye here as well. So that sort of frown he has that comes over his eye, right? So it comes like right over the top here. Like this. And then we'll bring it sort of down here. And again, it can be a feathery line. Like so, and it kind of comes to the front of his face, kind of like, you know, kind of like a brow sort of line, and then it'll come over the top back this way. Right, and if you want, you can add like some extra shadow down here, like some extra sort of extra shading or line weight is what it's called. Right, so then the front of his beak. So this line kind of comes up a little bit further. And his head will go back this way, but we'll do in the beak first. We get like the front of his face and then we'll go back. So but the head generally, like we'll go back this direction. Okay, and then it'll go down, right? So then his beak comes out from there. Typical sort of eagle beak. Out like so. Curves down the front to there. The real pointy here comes back up, across, to there. And then this is like sort of a mouth like area, so it like curves around. We've got this yellow sort of mouth of his, and it'll go up and it gets kind of furry here. Like so, right? And then the yellow part and the grey part are separate sections. So we'll draw that separate section in. So it like comes out from, say, here. So we'll go like up, around, then up around the top of his beak there. And then he has a nostril just here, just like a black hole. Just there. And then his bottom half of his beak comes out from there. And then we'll go, so it goes, it kind of goes straight at first, straight in like this direction. But then it eventually will go down his neck. Like so. And then we have to do a sort of a grey line separating the sections there as well. And then some more of his sort of bottom lip. Right, so like his beak can have texture on it as well if you want, like sort of lines like this. Right, so then this sort of hairy, fluffy kind of section comes around and it'll kind of join up to here. So it kind of you could have like some extra sort of feather lines. Coming around. So these are optional sort of extra texture lines there on the front of his face, right? So okay, so we'll get sort of the main shape now for his head in, right? So it comes pretty far back, right? So we'll go back like so, right? And as we go back, right, we're going to add sort of some feathers sticking off. Go down like that. So his wings are down here somewhere. So like you can add maybe like another feather maybe there. And then his wings, so his wings kind of come down this way, bumping down like that. And then the front of his neck comes down here. Like this, right? And then we'll go a wing here. Like so. And this can have sort of some texture like feathers, you know, these sorts of curved lines. You don't have to do like loads of them, you just literally have to suggest like that. Then the wing on this side kind of comes in here. Go back down this way. There might be some feathers sort of coming on top here. And again, so like kind of these layering, this layering effect, you don't have to So you're just adding these sorts of curved lines. Lightly just kind of sketching them in, doing them quite quickly. Right, roughly like that. And then he has a layer of feathers that comes up along his neck, right? So kind of like long sort of feathers here. These sorts of spiking lines. Like this kind of thing. It'll come along his shoulder. Like this. So, and you know, you can do some layers of this if you want. You can do as much layering kind of like over here as you want as well. So, you know, you can literally do loads. You could fill it up. You could be as detailed as you'd like, you know, because eventually it does join his head up here. And then like there's some lines for his shoulder and some more sort of feathers maybe coming down here. But you don't have to add too much. Just sort of texture lines. Like so should be enough. But you know, make your own sort of judgment on it, how you feel. Do you think it needs more? Do you think it needs less? You're always sort of thinking that and sort of trying to get a feel what you think it needs, you know. So I'm just thickening up some of these edge lines now. It'll make the drawing sort of stand out a little bit more. And golden eagles tend to be brown and sort of beige sort of coloured if you're colouring in, just if you're wondering. Right, so it's always hard to know when to stop, but I think that's enough for me. Darken this in a little bit just under here, add a shadow underneath his. Right, but I think I'll leave it there. Hope it was helpful. That is basically how to draw a golden eagle. The head, close up. Let me know if you want to see a full body. I might try one. But let me know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.